It feels like half of the internet is telling you just be yourself and the other half is telling you to change everything about your life. The real answer is you need to define who you want to be and let that be your guide. Let that be your North Star. Because yeah, of course, there are elements of yourself that you want to keep, like your values and maybe your sense of humor and things like this. But there's also things you want to change. There's things you want to improve. Because if you're told just be yourself, that means like just stay comfortable in who you are. And that's not going to benefit you in your life. You have to get outside of your comfort zone. But at the same time, you can't forget like the things that are intrinsic to you, the things that are authentic, the things that are like genuinely, the things you genuinely want to express. Don't forget those things and don't lose those things when you try and change yourself. And I think that's a problem with a lot of like self-improvement content. It's like, it just tells you like, oh, this is the best haircut for your face shape, or like, this is the best style. It's like, no, what's best is what's authentic to you. Like, you can't forget who you truly want to be in an effort to improve. But at the same time, you can't give up improving in order to like stay comfortable. So you have to find the balance. And the balance is to like literally write down who you want to be. Like think about the specific characteristics that you find inspirational in others, and then embody them in yourself. And don't forget the things that you already find inspirational in yourself. Because at the end of the day, like it's your life. So you have to define what that looks like. But at the same time, you can't be lazy. You can't be just sitting around waiting for things to happen, or just being yourself and being comfortable. So for me, it's been making videos, right? I'm like, okay, this is like been kind of pushing myself outside of my comfort zone because I don't really talk to the camera for this long, except for like the past like 30 days. And I've been doing these videos with very minimal cuts because I'm like, okay, this is a skill that I want to improve on. So let me focus on this. So it's like, it has to be intrinsic to you. Like it can't just be other people telling you like, oh, you have to make money and look better. Or people telling you like, just you're okay the way you are. Because you need to make changes in a direction that is consistent with who you truly want to be. And you should know that. You should feel that in your gut, like who you actually want to be. And if you're consistent with your changes, eventually you see the progress and you start to feel really good about yourself. And you're like, man, I'm actually changing in terms of like the person that I'm becoming. And it starts to impact your decisions. It starts to impact your identity. And then you start to feel like a totally different person. Like I look back at myself from like 5 years ago and I feel like I'm totally different because I've just focused so much on trying to like improve. Even though, yeah, of course, you're never gonna be perfect. Like there's so many days where I'm like, oh man, I should have done this better, I should have done this better. Right now my room's kind of messy, so I'm gonna have to clean my room after this, right? So it's like there's so many things that you could improve on, but you just don't lose sight of the person you want to be, and you use that as your North Star. You use that as your guide rather than being yourself or changing everything about your life. And don't forget to like express yourself while you're doing that. Like maybe you want to make videos, maybe you want to make some new friends and put yourself out there in that way. If you're having trouble with either of those, I have a free coaching session with the link in my description. But it's not going to be easy. It's not going to be easy to really define who you want to be, because then you have to face it. You have to face the fact that like you're not exactly who you want to be right now. But then you have to remind yourself like no one is. No one's going to be perfect. No one's exactly who they want to be. Yeah, sure, some people are like closer than others, but no one's perfect. So you can't like let that stop you from even doing the practice of defining who you want to be. You have to actually do it and then be consistent in terms of like trying to make progress towards it. If you do that, it will be worth it. So it's not going to be easy, but I think it'll be worth it. Life's not easy, but it's worth it. Take care.